You're listening to Girls Rule. Sorry, boys, there's a new alpha in town, only on Audiobooks Hive. Chapter 4. What to Do. This entire thing is messed up, Zylen said as he paced along the length of my office. You think? I said, placing my forehead in the palm of my hands. I can't be mates with him, Colby yelled. Like, no, they are all cruel and awful people. And did he honestly expect me to jump into his arms? I asked myself with a humorless laugh. He tried to burn my pack down. I am not being mates with him. What should we do? Zylen asked as she looked over at me and Colby. I sighed. I want to reject him. We should, Colby spoke up. Did you see the way they treated us? Thinking they can take my land, I growled. And don't forget Gabriel acted like he was all that, Zylen said, rolling her eyes. And he yelled at you, I said. Yeah, the nerve of some people, Zylen said. Mine just gave me a creepy look, Colby said. But he was still in on the whole taking over this pack thing, and that is not okay. I really want to reject him, my voice trailed off. But? Zylen asked. I don't know. It's this fucking mate pull, I growled, punching the wall. I need to take a walk. Zylen and Colby both knew what that meant. They nodded and let me walk by them. Luna? Wes asked as he and Mike saw my look. I'm going for a walk. Get the patrol tight. I don't want anything coming in or out of my territory, I said sternly as I walked past them. Yes, Alpha, they said quickly. I growled as I ripped the door open and slammed it shut. Everything was going so fucking well. Then Deacon had to fuck everything up. Maybe if he wasn't a killer, Ava growled. Men fuck everything up. I was so much better on my own, I said as I made my way to the woods. You're right. We were doing so well. Being a boss alpha without any distractions, Ava agreed. I continued to talk to Ava until I came up to the pack cemetery. I sighed and slowly opened up the old iron gates. I sniffled as I passed the graves of the pack members we had lost that awful day. My parents' graves were in the very back underneath a large willow tree. My dad had planted it because willow trees were my mother's favorite. She had him plant more around the territory, so I saw it fitting that they were to be buried under the tree. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. I sniffled, sitting down in front of their graves. I need your help. I looked up as I felt a gust of wind flow around me. I smiled and laughed softly. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I found my mate, but he tried to take over my pack. I closed my eyes as I remembered the looks on my pack members' faces when Deacon invaded my land yesterday. Horror. And a lot of it. The looks on everyone's face, I said, squeezing my eyes shut. No one should feel that much fear. I felt the wind pick up a little bit, and my hair started to flow through it. It felt like it was trying to calm me down. I don't know what to do, I cried. Everyone knows that he is my mate. They are all waiting for me to decide something. What should I do? The wind slowed down slightly and made a whistling noise. I sighed. I think I should reject him. I can't forgive someone who tried to take over my pack. A growl slipped through me, and I stood up with clenched fists. And he fucking thought that I would forget everything and accept him with open arms. Fuck no, I growled. He doesn't deserve that. I'm rejecting his ass. He is a cruel and ruthless alpha. The wind suddenly stopped, like it didn't like that thought. I sighed and looked up at the sky as I felt a small drop of rain. Thank you for listening, guys. I will come back tomorrow. I love you, Mom and Dad. And then it decided to pour. I huffed and wrapped my arms around myself as I exited the cemetery. Am I making the wrong decision? Screw it. No, I'm not. I'm making the right decision. We are. Don't worry, Ace. This is the right thing to do, Ava said softly. I want to be mates with him, but I just can't. I don't think I could forgive him for trying to kill us and take over the pack. She's right. In order for an alpha to take over another pack, they have to kill the alpha. The alpha just can't give up the title because it's in their blood. Their wolf will always try to fight for dominance, no matter what. So the only way to take full control is to kill the other alpha. I don't think I could forgive him either, I mumbled sadly as I continued to walk to the pack house. To think that my mate would just be willing to kill me so he could have my pack bugs me. How could you forgive someone for doing that? You can't. The walk back to the pack house was long, mostly because I walked slow. I wanted to continue to think, but I knew what I had to do. I opened a front door and walked to my office. I was surprised to see Zylen and Colby still there. We were worried about you, Zylen admitted when I closed the door. You were gone for 2 hours, Colby said. I was shocked. Was I really gone that long? It was the longest that you've been there without linking us. We were worried, Colby muttered as she walked up and hugged me. Sorry, I sniffled, wrapping my arms around her. I really needed to think. Well, I'm just glad that you're okay, Zylen smiled as she joined in on the hug. I'm fine, I chuckled as I hugged her also. But I know what I'm going to do. You do? They both asked, pulling back. I nodded. Ava and I talked about it, and I'm going to reject him. I can't forgive him for what he was going to do, kill me and take over my pack. And the fact that he expected me to accept him with open arms. It's not going to happen. So I think the best bet is to reject him, so I can focus on my responsibilities. I have a pack to run. Zylen nodded. I am too. Me too. We stick together. They were all in on it, Colby said. I smiled. Let's go break the news to the boys. The run to Deacon's pack was about 3 hours long. Let's shift, I said as we got to the territory line. Once we cross it, they are going to know we are here. I won't be surprised if they are waiting for us to cross. Zylen, Colby, and I all ran behind a random tree and shifted. I quickly put my clothes back on and stepped out. Ready? I asked. Zylen took a deep breath and nodded. Let's do it now before I back out. Come on, Colby chuckled, grabbing Zylen's arm and walking over the line. Right as I took a step, I heard it. I hear them, Zylen said. Told ya, I laughed as a dark brown wolf and a blonde wolf stood in front of us. They shifted and I looked away to give them their privacy. Alpha Ace, the man said, and damn, he was huge. Well, it is the Dark Knight pack. It doesn't surprise me. They are known for their cruelness and also how the Alpha makes them train all the time. I held my head high. I need to speak with Alpha Deacon. The man said, rubbing the back of his neck and looking at the other guy. How do we handle this? The man shrugged. Beats me. I don't either. I growled at their impatience, and they both snapped their heads toward me. How about you show me where he is before I lose my patience? I growled. They gulped and nodded. Yes, Luna. Don't call me that, I spat. They flinched and hurt flashed through their eyes. I almost felt bad. Almost. But then I remembered that they fought with Deacon to wipe my pack out. Assholes, Ava spat. Right this way, the man stuttered. Let's just say the walk to their pack house was awkward as hell. You can literally see the tension in the air. Colby joked through the link. I know. I don't like it, Zylen commented. As we passed by Dark Knight pack members, they awkwardly bowed at me. Can they stop with the fucking bowing? I'm not their fucking Luna, I growled. Try not to kill anyone, Zylen said, giving me a pointed look. Here you are, Alpha, the man stuttered again as he pointed toward the pack house. I nodded my thanks and walked inside. Once I stepped in, everyone was looking at me. There she is. That is the Alpha of the other pack. Do you think she'll be our Luna? Silence, I growled. Everyone shut up quickly. What is going on in here? Gabriel asked as he walked into the room with the third. I crossed my arms and stared at him. Best stare down ever. I smirked as he cleared his throat and looked away slightly. He smiled as he saw Zylen and took a step toward her. Don't even, Zylen growled, holding her hand up. Gabriel looked hurt, but didn't take another step toward her. I'm Zane, the third smiled as he stuck his hand out toward Colby. Colby just stared at it, and then back up to him. Zane awkwardly brought his hand back and didn't say anything. Where's Deacon? I asked. He is doing his patrol right now, Zane said, speaking up. Show me, I demanded. Gabriel looked taken back. Why? Because I want to fucking talk to him. That's why, I snapped. Gabriel flinched back but nodded. Okay. I'll show you. This is going to be one hell of a talk.